Dear fiction author, once your book is published on any platform, it is competing for attention with tens or hundreds or even thousands of other books in that genre. If you do not do the work to get your book to stand out, it won't. Books don't sell themselves. Hello, my name is Precious Osika, your book marketing guru, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will share with you book marketing mistakes you should avoid at all costs. A big thank you to all my returning subscribers. You are amazing. And if you are coming across my channel for the very first time, a big welcome to you, and please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, have you written a book? That is a novel or a short story collection or poetry, or are you about to launch any of your literary works? Well, you should endeavor to watch this video to the end. And yes, if you write non-fiction, I repeat, if you write non-fiction, you can apply them where necessary, okay? Now, the very first mistake you should avoid is avoid believing that your book is so good enough and it will sell itself. Well, it does not work like that. The fact that your book is good doesn't mean it's going to sell itself. If you do not tell people about your book, nobody will know how good it is in the first place, right? So you're not the only person who knows about your work, okay? And I believe that you did not write the book just so that you can look at it and admire it from morning till night. No, you wrote it because you want people to see that book. You want them to hold the book. You want them to read the book. So of course, don't just believe that, oh, the book is good, so when I just tell them that I've released the book, they are going to rush and get your book. It does not work like that, okay? You would have to do a whole lot of marketing to sell the book. Number 2 mistake you should avoid is launching your book without any target audience in mind. Of course, if you are writing a novel and the genre, for instance, is romance or a sci-fi or fantasy, you have to think about your audience, right? Now, if you're going to use, for instance, sci-fi, which is science fiction, we all know that the people who are going to read that work are lovers of science fiction. True or false? True. Okay? So you have to put that at the back of your mind. Who are my target audience? Who are the people that are going to read this work? Now that way is going to help you so that when it is time for marketing, you will know how to channel all your energy. You will know the kind of people you'll be reaching out to get your book. Of course, you will not go and meet somebody who do not even love fiction in the first place. Not even talk about science fiction. So this person doesn't even love fiction at all. You are going to meet the person, right? Of course, once you are able to have a target audience in mind, you would avoid that mistake. You will not waste so much energy over there. Now, another area of target audience is not only the kind of people, okay, that have interest in that book. No, you would also look at the age. Now, let me give you an example again. Let us assume you are also writing science fiction, okay? It's possible this work you're writing has nothing to do with children, so children cannot read this work, all right? Of course, you will not have to waste your energy going to market to children. You will have to market it to those who need the book. That is the age gap now we are looking at. So you will market it to those set of people, okay? Now coming down to children's book, the same thing. So when you write a book and you know that, oh, I'm writing this book because I am targeting children between ages 6 to, let's say, 10. So if it's ages 6 to 10, it will help you when you are going to market. You will know exactly where to go to, okay? You won't now stress yourself marketing the book to adults. I hope this is clear. All right, another area again that we have to look at for the target audience, okay, apart from their interest, that is the genre interest, apart from the age, you have to look at the gender. We have to look at the gender, okay? Gender is also very important. So who are the people that's going to read the book? Are they going to be males, that is the men, okay? Or will they be females, women? All right, so we have to look at the gender. Now, if you are writing a women's fiction, we all know that majority of your audience will be women. I hope this is on point. I hope you're getting it. Okay. So we all know that women are going to be your target audience. All right. Good. Now the next mistake you should avoid is avoid carrying fireworks campaign marketing. Okay, what this simply means is you just doing your marketing campaign within a short period of time. So let's say you already had it in mind that, oh, you're going to do, let's say you're going to do 20 days marketing campaign, bought the campaign to tell them the book is coming, and even during when the book is available, and just a few days after the book is available, that is all. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You need to avoid this mistake. Now imagine yourself, you are somebody reaches out to you and tell you, oh, I have something for sale. The book or my product is available. Please get this product. So let's use a product like a lip gloss. Okay, a lip gloss. So you've just told you that, oh, I have a lip gloss for sale. Please get a lip gloss from me. Okay, and I only came to tell you about that product, just let's say twice. I didn't come back anymore. I didn't say anything about it. I didn't advertise. In fact, I didn't even show anything regarding to that lip gloss. Trust me, you are going to forget, isn't it? You're going to forget until the day you probably need one, and then maybe if you even remember me, then you'll reach out to me. And of course, because the competition is wide, we have other people selling lip gloss. You might not even remember me. You might have to buy from somebody who has been putting it in your face that, yes, buy my lip gloss. Okay? It's the same thing with the fireworks marketing campaign. You need to avoid it because marketing your book within a short period of time, you are not spreading your marketing. Okay? You don't have a long-term go for it. You just like, once it's released, on the release date, you are just okay. It doesn't work like that. You need to avoid it. The next one is to avoid thinking that a newspaper article or TV appearance will lead to book sales, or your rich uncles and aunties will give you fat envelopes to buy your book. Now, I want you to understand something very clear. I am not saying that families and friends cannot support you. I am not saying that you putting your book on TV, okay, adverts, newspaper adverts, and all of that. I am not saying that doing all of these things will not also help you to make sales. Of course, it's a good way to market, but you cannot depend on it. Okay, you cannot depend on it. Don't even feel like, oh, once I do just this alone, I'm going to make all the millions. It's not possible. Now, it will shock you that even the uncles, the aunties, the family friends, the big daddies and mommies you have, to shock you that even when you go and give them your book, they may not even look at that book, or they might tell you, okay, I'll see what I can do, or they might give you something, but it might be disappointing. It may not be something you are expecting. You may be expecting more, and of course, it will fall short of your expectations. So that is why I keep saying this is not a marketing tip. This is not a marketing plan that you should like. This is what you're going to do. No, you can have this to just come in, by the wayside, but it should not be your focus. So please, if you already have this in mind, just take it away, okay? Take it aside, all right? Take it aside. Okay, the next mistake is avoid marketing your book without any prior research. So ensure you make your research. Now, this research is not only about marketing that particular book, it's research in writing that book. Okay, so when you are writing your book, ensure you do a lot of research. What works in this industry? Okay, what are the conventions? All right, what are those things that won't work? Ensure you do your research. And when it comes to marketing too, do a survey, do a research. Now, some of the things you can do is, for instance, you can put up a poll on your platforms. If you have an author platform, a good author platform, even though it's not strong enough, you can also ask your friends, okay? Put up a poll, find out what people love, find out options. It's possible that the kind of audience you have do not appreciate paperback. So if you don't appreciate paperback, I see no reason why you need to, stress yourself and spend so much money going to print over 1,000 copies when they do not appreciate it. Okay, it's possible that they are more of an ebook reader. So all you need to do is you try your best to give options. So check it out. You could even find out that okay, they love ebook and audiobooks. So instead of spending so much money on paperback, you can do a few paperback and then you can focus on ebooks and audiobooks. I hope this is clear. So make your research, do a lot of research, find out their purchasing power. It's also very possible that your audience may not have that purchasing power to get books that is ranking, let's say 5,000 naira. That is for those in Nigeria. Okay, that is why I'm using the Nigerian currency, please. So it's possible they may not have up to that. Okay, so you need to find out these things. It's also possible that they can afford it. They can even afford up to 10,000 naira more. So please do your research. It's very important that you do a research. Okay, the next mistake to avoid is avoid talking to your audience the same way. So this is what I'm going to say in this regard. Now, you are marketing your book to your audience. You're telling them to come and buy your book. Instead of putting up series of posts saying, buy my book is available, get it, pay me to my account number. You are just saying that same thing. Okay, you can switch up things. Okay, switch things up, be innovative about the way you say things. So instead of just telling us, okay, my romance book about a boy and a girl falling in love is now available on Book Me App or Amazon, instead of saying that, you can tell them all the benefits of the book. You can tell them nice things. You can bring out nice things, dialogues or things inside a book that is going to interest them. So don't speak to your audience the same way all the time. They are going to get bored. They're going to get tired. In fact, to get to a stage, they'll be like, oh, as usual is our book. Okay, they'll just skip it. All right. The next mistake is avoid editing your book all by yourself. Some authors do things. Some authors do this a lot. Okay, they do this a lot. Especially those authors who know how to edit, or they do not want to spend money to pay for editing. They say editing is expensive, and because of that, they want to cut costs, so they edit themselves. All right, or they just use these editing apps. All right. Now the thing is, when it comes to fiction, you and I know very much that though the apps are going to help you check out one or two errors, but they are limited. Okay, there are certain areas that the apps may not help you to check. When it comes to developmental editing, you cannot depend on apps. Okay, so you would still need somebody, an expert, not just any editor, an expert to edit your work. And please, the fact that somebody says, I am an editor, I edit, check it very well. Do that person edit fiction? Okay, we have many non-fiction editors, but you have to ensure that person has done fiction works. Okay, fiction, I'm very, very concerned, because since this particular video is focused on fiction authors, please, you have to ensure that person edits for fiction. Now, if you're a non-fiction author, ensure that the person that's going to edit for you is a non-fiction editor. That person is good in that aspect. Okay, so let us not try to mix up the two, unless a particular editor offers both non-fiction, fiction, which is what I do. Then that is okay. All right. Now the next is avoid spreading yourself too thin. Avoid spreading yourself too thin. Yes, you have to spread wide. Okay, don't just put all your eggs in one basket. Don't feel that, okay, my marketing is just going to be on this platform, it's just going to be to this set of people. No. Remember that when you are too familiar with something, okay, you might not necessarily get the results. Sometimes the things that are going to shock you are those things that you did not expect or put your mind on them. So that is why you need to think. Plan B, plan C, and more. Do not just depend on a platform or a set of audience. Try to spread yourself large and wide. Okay, the next is avoid working too hard. Rather, work smarter. Work smarter. Now, the way marketing works in the 21st century is different from the way it worked in the 19th and 20th century. Okay, so it's different. And I made this video in 2023. That was 2023. So there are many other years to come, and things are going to change. But everything I'm making right now is what is current on board. So you are current if you are watching this video. Okay, now, Working smarter here simply means it's not like those days where you just write a book, you print over 1,000 copies of your book or over 2,000 copies, 5,000 copies, and you feel that your books are going to sell itself. Okay, at that point in time, you feel, oh, you've gotten a loan from somewhere or somebody gave you money, so you want to use it to just print and maybe go and do physical book launch and all. It is not wrong to do physical book launch, it's not wrong to do virtual book launch, but what I'm saying is you need to work smarter. And how do you achieve this? Now, before you go further to spend, let's say, money in your book project, okay, while you are writing your book, ensure that you do proper goal setting. Proper goal setting. What do you want to achieve with your book? Are you going to be making money? Do you want to impact lives? Okay, so what do you want to do? Is it to influence people to take decisions? So what is that book going to do for you? Write it down. And also you need to learn how to calculate. Okay, you need to learn how to calculate. Now, open a journal, put down all your expenses from the editing to the book cover design to your marketing, maybe the money you're going to be paying or spending, logistics. Okay, there are so many things you must have spent. Even probably you even reached out to a consultant and you paid some money. So please write all of these things down. And also write how much the hard copies are going to cost you if you are going to print hard copies. So you also need to write that down too, okay? But if you are not going to do hard copies, let's say it's just ebooks, find out how much it is to put your books on these platforms. That is, if you are paying somebody to do that for you, unless you're doing it by yourself, okay? And of course, for the audiobooks, is there somebody who's going to narrate for you? Well, are you paying the person? Please write down all of these things unless you're doing it all by yourself, okay? So when you put down all of these things, then you need to write down what your target. Okay, what's your target like? How many people do you want to get your book? And of course, what's the cost price and the selling price, and what will be your profit after you've done all the calculations? Now, when you get all these figures correctly, it's going to help you to work smarter. You will not waste so much time. You will know that, okay, let's say at the end of the day in a month, your target is to get over 30 people to buy your book at, let's say, 1,000 naira. Okay, so if that's the case, and that's to say you have to be focused on hitting 30 people in a month. So it will help you work smarter than you just, you don't have any direction. Okay. And the next mistake is avoid using one type of marketing strategy and content. Yes, I say this a lot. We always, from what I can see, especially on Facebook, please permit me to say this, all right? As at the time of making this video, this is what I observed, okay? What I observed from my own perspective, okay? So, of course, you might have a different perspective, might be different from your own angle, but this is what I observed. All right. Now, I observed that a lot of fiction authors, what they do is they just make a post, they put their photo as the photo of the book, that's the book cover itself, and then they make a post, and all they do is just say something little about the book, and they just tell you to buy the book. There's no creativity, and it doesn't really make any sense to me. Okay, so what you can do is you need to learn how to be creative. If you have watched all my marketing videos, okay, when it comes to my books, you see that I'm very creative. I get you talking. I get it talking. So I have people who share these videos because they love them. Some of them even tell me because of the soundtracks I used or because of the way I did so and so they want to save the videos and want to share to their friends and all. So ensure that what you are putting out there, people are going to share it, they're going to love it, and they're going to engage. If you're able to pass these three things, okay, that your content is able to get these three things, they're going to love it, engage, share. Trust me, that your marketing content is good and powerful. So learn how to do good marketing content. So I give an example. One of the example is, instead of using synopsis, you can use a blog. Now there's a difference between a blog and synopsis. Of course, I'm gonna make a video on that to explain more about it. So please don't miss any part of this. Okay, you can still check the publishing and sales playlist or the creative writing playlist. Whichever of them, you're going to see the video there. Okay, so there's a difference. Okay, now blogs mostly for marketing, commercial purposes, so it's good to use blogs, all right, rather than synopsis. And instead of using just the book cover, why not change the photograph? Okay, why not do something different? Like let your book cover be somewhere close to a teacup or food, the kind of delicacy that your audience will love, or let it be somewhere strategic. Okay, even if it's not a hard copy, there's a way we do things with graphics now. You can do a lot of manipulations. Okay. And another thing is short clips. Let us see things about your work. Let's see your behind the scenes. Let's see those things you're doing to achieve your goal. Let us see those things you're doing. Let's see the dialogues. Let's see your characters display. Okay, so if you cannot do these things because you do not have the techno R, you can reach out to people. For example, I create a lot of book thriller videos. I create book marketing content, yes, specifically for authors. Fiction, non-fiction, they can all do this. Yes, you can actually do this. So I do this for both genres. Okay, the next one is marketing late. Avoid it. Stop marketing late, please. Do not wait till when the book cover design is available before you say, oh, I've just written the book. No. Or you wait the day of the launch and then you start announcing it. It doesn't make any sense. If it's, someone like me, I would see it and I would just keep it. Yes, because I have no idea about what that book is all about. So you need to ensure that the day you start writing, start putting down your marketing plan and start marketing. Now, the day you start writing, the marketing may be on low key, okay, but it gets to a stage, it's no longer on low key. All right, so you give us snippets, you behind the scenes, what you're doing, things about it that will interest your audience to your book, and then you keep doing this until the day it is released. And even after it is released, okay, even after it is released, you would still be talking about the book. And of course, the very last point, I just want to add this as a bonus tip here is this. I know I have said that you should market your books, okay, and although I've also mentioned sometime in one of my videos that you don't also need to talk about your book all the time. Now, let me explain this part, okay? Now, talking about your book all the time simply means do not talk about your book the same way all the time. Buy. No. What we are saying is be innovative about it and also try to have other activities you are doing. Okay. So apart from telling us to buy your book, you can create conversations surrounding your book. You can do a lot of sessions, maybe free workshops, okay, cars, guest blog. Let us see other things you are doing. Then somehow in between, you can chip in about your book. I hope this is clear. Well, thank you so much for staying with me to the end of this video. Please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And yes, you can tell your friends to come over here to subscribe, watch the videos. If you have questions, drop them for me on the comment section. Thank you.